Okay guys, we're getting ready to head to our new permission. I was trying to do it in the main section of this little town. We're in a town called Mechanicsburg, and this town was founded in 1814. And the place we're going, it had a lot to do with the Underground Railroad. But I was trying to find out, because it's a real small lot. It shouldn't take us that long to metal detect it. So we're kind of just like walking down the street in the main part of town. And there's an old church down here, so I was on a talk to you guys on the way down there, and then you guys can check out this old church. But there's like 3 or 4 churches here and they all were built between 1854 and 1857. But this is the one right up in front of me. So we're basically just walking down the main street here in town, and I'll kind of go over. So the house belonged to a guy named Udney Hyde, and he was a conductor in the Underground Railroad. And the reason the story became a big deal, because there was a slave that came and was living with him for like a year, and they became real good friends. And I guess the slave owner, like a year later, I think this happened like in 1857, about a year later, the slave owner found out that the slave was there. So he basically got a hold of the marshal, and the marshals come out to arrest him and Mr. Hyde. And the slave was named Addison White. And he's like, you know, in this town there's like a historical plaque in town with his name on it. But I'll kind of get why he became such a marker in history. But basically, when the marshal came to arrest him, well, this one's 1890s here, came to arrest him, he was on arrest, Mr. Hyde and Mr. White, and the town people got together and they went to his house and basically ran off the marshal. So then the marshal came back later and did arrest them. Then they basically like formed kind of like a posse, the townspeople, and they went after them. And I guess one of the local sheriffs was actually shot during the dispute. And how they ended it is they ended up having to go to court, and the community just raised $900. So they paid $900 to the marshal to free Mr. White. So Mr. White became a free man, and what he did is he enlisted in the 54th Massachusetts. And if you guys don't know, the 54th Massachusetts was the soldiers that they're talking about in that movie Glory. Because I watched the movie and I thought they all got killed at the end, but I guess they didn't. And then he actually came back here after the Civil War and got married, and basically he's buried in a local graveyard. And I went there, but there's too many. It'd be hard for me to find the grave. But I was hoping to start this video off here in the main part of town, but it's so busy here. So basically, I'll get back to you guys as soon as we get to the permission. Okay guys, we're at the permission. So you can see how it's a small lot, but this was actually the farm, you know, the farmhouse. And I'm pretty sure this farmhouse probably would have dated back to the early 1800s, because I don't have a date, but they tore the old farmhouse down, then they broke this up into lots, and they sold the lots, and then people built their homes here. But this is actually the spot where the old farmhouse set was, right here on this lot. And of course I got here, my mom got the permission for me. I know the lady that lives here is like in her 90s, so I don't know if she's in bed or not. I'm gonna go ahead and start metal detecting because my mom said she got the permission. But it's a pretty small lot, as you guys can see. And I think, yeah, this house here is probably at least 60 years old. There's a couple old trees down through here. So we'll get started, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get onto a good signal. Okay guys, so far all I've dug is like 2 cents, but there's like a ton of signals down here by the alley. So I was just thinking maybe they were just trash signals because maybe that's where they set their garbage for the garbage pickup. Then I finally got something old here. So this is another one of those things I thought, it almost looks like that thing where I thought it was a key or something, but this has got like a hole in it. Like it's something that slides onto something. So there's a hole through here. So that's the first old thing we found. So I'll probably start digging more signal because it was banging signal. I thought it was gonna be a quarter or something. So I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get onto something else. Okay guys, I think I'm onto something. But a lot of these signals, I mean, this is a banging signal too, so I don't know. I'll probably just hit the banging signals and I'll go back and do the iffy signals. And I'll make sure they're deep because I got a buckle here. And I'm sure, you know, it's an old buckle, man. It's old. It might be another one like it's copper. But it's a pretty old buckle. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's probably a belt buckle, I think, but it's old. So I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get onto another one. Okay guys, I got another signal and dug down and found something else that's pretty cool. So to me, what it looks like, I didn't know what it was at first. I thought it was like a spoon or something, but it's actually, it looks like it's made out of copper. That's from San Antonio, Texas. But it looks like a letter opener. It's pretty cool. So, well, I'll get back, but the lady that owns this, she was out here talking to me. I guess the house that's sitting here now is 1940s. They built it in 1940. Then the other house, she said it's older, but like I said, the reason we're here, the house that was here is an early 1800s house that they tore down. So they actually tore that house down. Then the lady that lives there now, her family bought the lot and built this house. Then there's another house next door, and I'm thinking it's like, I think it's like 1910 or something, but he said that I guess the courthouse or something had burnt down out here, so they really don't have records on how old the properties are because all the records were burned up. But then he said the garage back here was the shed for the original house that was here. So basically he said I could go further over that way. So basically what I'm doing now is I'm kind of redoing what I already did, and I'm just gonna go real slow and go over and more or less I'm just gonna dig all the repeatable tones is what I'm gonna do. So if I get a signal that's repeatable, I'm gonna dig it. Then I'll work my way over to that shed this time. So I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get onto something. I didn't forget about you guys. Just kind of busy. And I'm going back over what I started. So I took a little break, then now I'm going back over. So now I'm just gonna finish it. So I'm gonna go over the whole thing one more time, then. But so far I just been finding, I found a couple mason jar lids, I found some angel wings, but I haven't found any old coins yet. I was like, man, that little piece of aluminum couldn't be it. Just now. I'm sure it ain't nails that I'm digging. That's probably it right here. I don't know. I'm sure that was it. But I've been going out because I found 2 mason jar lids. And that usually gets my heart thumping, thinking someone maybe buried a jar full of coins out here. But for some reason the bees are out, man. They're just flying down, smashing you in the, hit you in the face and everything else. But like I said, I'm just digging if it's repeatable. Because there's a lot of signals, but they're not sticking. I think so far I've only found like 3 coins or 4 coins. I mean, this could be a coin, but it's like practically, it's not very deep. Wow. Man, it's possible this could be a coin. Or bottle cap. Bud Light. So I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get onto something. Okay guys, I'm on to one. That's a lot. This is a loud signal, but most of them ain't been like that. I've been digging other stuff. It's probably one of the loudest signals I've had so far. Even those angel wings didn't even come in this loud. That's coming out 10. I think I see what it is right here. Sure that's it. I don't know if that's a, I think that's honestly, I think it's a condom tin. Believe it or not. I don't know where the other part of it is. I think that's what it is because it's too small for a compact. I think it's an old condom tin. Usually you find them in the whole things there, you know, the whole piece. Let's see what this is. But see, there's so much stuff in here. It's like there's old glass. There's like all kinds of stuff in the ground. I thought maybe that was a bunch of nails. Huh. There it is. So what this is, it's an old part of a lantern. So this is taking us back in there. So this is actually dating it back to the 1800s. Right here, that's what that is, an old piece of a lantern. Wish I'd find some old coins that old. And there's no way this has been metal detected. There's too many damn signals. There's no way anybody ever metal detected this. No way. That's just crap. That's aluminum. But a lot of the signals are like that. They're just like ghost signals. Let's just see what it is. That's driving me nuts. I was like, I can't get it. It's probably something really deep. That's what I think it is, but I never know. That's just a crap number. Huh. Nothing. I think there's something in there. It's just way down in there. I think it's just something big, deep. And I'll show you in the wrap up because I've dug a couple big things. But like I said, when you're on an old place, man, it's hard to metal detect. Especially like that lantern part. There's been a couple things I've found that is old, that, you know, that dates you back. Yeah, this place dates back before the Civil War. I mean, like even the Civil War, I mean, you could find stuff. see what this is. Like I said, you'll know if I come on silver, man. It'll bang like that. That condom tin, how it banged, that's how a silver coin will come in. Well, this is not a coin signal, but it could be a penny or something. Maybe it could be something. Actually, I don't know if that's it. Look at there, guys. Finally. Man, this is like killer. I mean, look at this. I hope you guys can see this. So now we're getting in there. And you know, I already went over this once. You know what I'm saying? This is the second time. I don't know about alcohol, but this has got like this is like an old flat button from the 1800s, but it's got like a flower or something on it. See it? This is like this is a killer button here. Look at that, guys. That's killer. But like I said, I've already went over, you heard the signal. But I think it was chirping because it's shaped like a coin. Hear it? But look at it, man, it's beautiful. I think this is the nicest button I've ever found. That's killer. But it's like flowers, there's some kind of flower or something on it. Honestly, I've never even seen one like this before. But it's definitely a flat button. And I don't think the shank's busted off. I think it's bent over is what it is. So the shank's still on there, it's just bent over. But that is a killer find there. Well, I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get on to something else. Okay, guys, I'm around the front. The reason I turned the camera on because every signal I've dug has been a wheat penny. So this is coming in like a silver dime, so let's see what it is. And it's like they're all real shallow because the ground's really hard up in the front. And they're all, I don't know how old they are, but I'm sure they're old because they were like real black. What's up, man? There it is right there. It's just a memorial, but it's been hit by the mower. That's probably why it's coming in different. Man, I was hoping that was gonna be a silver because I haven't found a silver yet. Because usually if you come onto a bunch of wheat pennies, you're gonna come onto a silver. Usually. It's 12:44. I don't know what's up with these bees, man. They haven't stung me, but man, they like fly right on top of you. And there's nothing around. There ain't no flowers or anything. on, be a silver. See, these are how they're coming out. I can tell what it is. See how they're real black like that? That says 53. Like I said, this house is 1940s. But that's about, I mean, you can't really get down in it very good. It's like it's compressed dirt. But you can see how the coin is. I mean, hell, it's not even, that probably wasn't even an inch in the ground. This one's the same way. It just amazes me. I mean, I found that, I'm sure that button's from the 1800s. I mean, that's actually the nicest button I've ever found. But I didn't find any wheat pennies back here, and I come around here. This is full now. That's it right there. What is it? It's just a bolt, but see how it's got that washer on it? That makes it the machine think it's a coin. Other than the numbers weren't there. But usually when it's banging that loud sound, that's because of the shape of it. So see, that bee just flew and hit me right in the neck. Plus, like I said, I'm allergic to them, so every time one hits me, it just... Come on, baby. I don't think that's it. That's probably it right there. It's a piece of aluminum. Well, I'll get back to you guys as soon as I get on something else. Okay, guys, we're calling it a day. Well, as you can see, man, I dug a ton of stuff. I even found that little guy there. For some reason, this is made out of metal. Its head's gone, but there's something in it, metal. And of course, I found these mason jar lids. This is what gets you when you find it, because you think someone's buried a jar full of money. The lantern part. I still don't know what this is. This is the second time I found one of these. The old buckle. We even found some angel wings. And I'm sure this is a condom tin. I don't know where the other side of it is. Then basically we come around the front, because I found coins in the back, but I didn't find any wheat pennies, any older coins. And when I came around the front, I found 4 of them. They look like they're all from the early 50s. Then of course back here we found this. So this is basically the find of the day, is this flat button here. But it's the coolest one I've ever found. I've never found one with this much fancy on it. And the shank's just bent over on the back. So basically that's the best find of the day right there. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, it was just rough. Like right now it's got, I think it's like 87 or something. It got hot all of a sudden. I'm just burning up now. Between the heat and fighting these bees, it's just been killer. But it was a pretty good hunt. And actually, when I was back here, when I first got here, I went over it. Then I was on to give up because I wasn't coming across it. I was getting a lot of signals, but they were just trash signals. Then I took a little break. Then I went all over it again, and that's when I started pulling stuff out of the ground. But I mean, I was just getting a ton of signals, and it's not very. I bet you we've been here for at least 5 or 6 hours. And look how small the yard is. It took me that long, but I went over every inch of it. I'm sure even the crappy signals, I dug a lot of them. As you can see, I dug a lot of trash. And you can tell, like, when you get a good signal and you dig down and you flip the plug out and you don't get a signal, it's usually nails. Then, like I said, when I got around to the front, I was pulling those Wheaties. I was hoping I'd come across the silver, but I just didn't. But remember, this house here has a big part in the Underground Railroad. So go over in the description. I'm going to put a bunch of stuff in there, and this will be in the link with the other the Underground Railroad videos I've made. And I got 6 other places that I found, and I just have to go there and get the permissions. So if I get the permissions, we'll probably be doing those at least until winter gets here, because there's 6 different ones. And I thought this one, I just didn't know how big the property was, and I'm sure this was a farm. You know, I mean, the house just sat here in this lot, but this whole property back here was the farm. So I bet you there's stuff in all these yards. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye.